Hey my loves, this is Bella Dutch from Allseeingeyetarot, here with the Daily Double for Monday the 16th. A brand new week, so hopefully things are working up, looking up for us. It's almost the end of January. Don't forget guys, if your birthday is in the month of January, you automatically qualify for the birthday 60. Hit me up at allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com, and in the subject line, just make sure you put birthday month, okay? All right, so I'm using a Druid Craft Tarot. This deck, I've had this for many years, probably about 6 years. I cut it all up so it doesn't have no words on it, but I'll explain the cards to you, okay? If I can remember. It's been so long. All right, now you know how this works. You need to pause the video, ask your question. Hold on, guys. This is over too much. Here we go. You need to pause the video, ask your question, keep that thought in your mind, and when you are ready, press play, and hopefully I got the answer to your question. Okay. Spirit and Universe, what's the message you have? First of all, I need you to pick out a question. Listen to the cries and the pleas of the public. Somebody need a word today, Spirit. Somebody's in trouble. They need you to answer them. Maybe so that they know what to do. It could be a life or death situation. Whatever it may be, I give you full permission to use me to answer that question accurately, proficiently, and effectively. Thank you. Let's see if I still remember these. 9 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? I like cut the borders and cut the meanings off. They were huge cards. Queen of Cups. The Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune. The overall energy at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. And you guys know I take the card right after that. And that's the Sun. Okay. Alright, so I hope you can see that. Okay. I want to make sure that I got this right. I said the Emperor. Give me 1 second. I believe it is the Emperor. The Emperor and the Hierophant kind of look similar. Just give me a second to go through these cards to look. I'm not going to use... Okay. Yeah. Because, see, this is the Hierophant. Okay. With everything around it. As above, pointing up. Okay. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I had the right card. Okay, so I'll read it back over. We have the 9 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune. Overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles, and the main focus would be the Sun. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pull some cards because I got a little bit confused. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, so this is a question from a water sign. All right. Right now, it kind of seems like I'm looking at a male figure or whoever carries the dominant energy. There was a revelation, maybe even this weekend, or maybe today, okay? Or it could be a revelation coming up this week, where they got found out something that they was trying to keep secretive, and they kind of feel like it may have destroyed their opportunity or their chances to move something forward when it comes down to a relationship. All right, now this thing has them so worried. It keeps them up at night. It keeps them worrying. And if you had watched my weekend romance report along with the Thursday reading, I believe Another Bitch Has Your Shit or something like that, I think I titled it that way. this is kind of like, if you look at it, it's going in a timeline. All right. So these are events that are occurring one after another. So it looks to me that I'm looking at the male's perspective. Okay. And maybe he got found out that he was involved with someone else. All right. Maybe he ran into the person that he really want to be with while he was with his new girlfriend or new chick or new dater or whoever he's dating. Okay. And this has him worrying. It has him worrying because he's worried about the woman that he really wants. Okay. Or the man that she really wants. Whether they're still going to want to move forward or whether they've lost their opportunity altogether. Okay. So right now, what I have is I have a Cancer or Pisces that is trying to figure out, what do I do? How do I get back to this person? How do I get this person back in my good grace? Because what they seen is not actually what they seen. Okay, they see me with someone else, but that's not my girlfriend, or it's not a relationship like that. You know, maybe it was just a sexual encounter. It's not something serious. You mean more to me than this other individual. Okay, so the question that they're asking me is, or asking Spirit is, did I lose my opportunity for good? Is it over? I'm going to answer you as honestly and accurately as I possibly can. No, you did not miss your opportunity. Okay, no, you did not. You will have another opportunity with this person. Okay. However, what you did do is delay the connection. You delayed it. Okay. So I didn't pull on this Wheel of Fortune, but if I did, it's probably going to tell me that the other woman, maybe the person that you really want, maybe that person went into hiding. Let's see what happened with that other woman. How did they handle it? Clarify that Wheel of Fortune for me. Let me see that Wheel of Fortune. Five of Swords. Tell me more. Five of Wands. Okay. One more. Okay. Two of Swords. All right. One more card. Give me that Knight of Pentacles, please. I want to give them a more in-depth answer, so help me out. The Emperor. Okay. Tell me more. Okay. The High Priestess. All right. So you know I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So basically, Spirit is trying to help you to understand something. And what they're trying to help you to understand is that you still have in you a lot of lust. Okay? A lot of lust. For some reason, it kind of looks to me that there's this married couple. There's this spiritual union that is trying to form. It's trying to take place. And it's probably between water and fire. That's why the Emperor popped up with the Emperor popped up with the High Priestess. Okay? So this is water. The High Priestess is water. Represents the moon. Okay, and the Emperor is, I believe it's Mars and Aries. Okay, so this is fire and water energy. All right, so there's a process to life-changing unions, divine intervention, meaning people that are written in your book of life. There's a process. It doesn't just come together the same way that somebody you see that you like, you end up hooking up with, or end up telling this person, you know, let's go out, and things just work really fast. Okay? There's a process. So it's a very slow, tormenting process because growth has to happen on both sides. If there's any kind of imbalance with either the divine masculine or the divine feminine, Spirit advises that you actually go out and venture outside of your union, because once Spirit put this together, this has to be perfection. All right, so it's kind of like Spirit uses the divine masculine and feminine to represent the church. Okay, the church is perfect within itself. However, if one person is not part of that circle, then the circle becomes split. So basically, what Spirit has going on is that the divine masculine is struggling in some sense. Okay, so maybe he has not seen his divine masculine, whoever this woman was that he really, really wanted to be with. Okay, or whoever this man is that he or she really wanted to be with. This could be LGBTQI, element of P, whatever, all the letters. But it could be anybody. All right, because in any relations, I don't care if you call it LGBTQIA, at the end of the day, there's two energy sources, masculine and feminine. Okay, whatever you want to identify as. The divine masculine still has some wicked desires, temptations within itself, okay, that it needs to heal. Because when it doesn't see or hear from the divine feminine, then it gets weak and it seeks pleasure outwardly, elsewhere. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is the divine masculine feels it messed up because it got caught by its divine feminine with something else. Now, even though the divine feminine may be really crushed by this experience, and we see it's crushed because we have the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords, okay? This is all temporary energy, all right? This is, he never loved me. I guess he got what he want to get. He don't want to be with me, so out of mind, out of sight. So what the divine feminine is going to do, like I told you, this is probably going to happen in the Wheel of Fortune. Divine feminine is going to pull back, and she's going to probably disappear. She's just going to withdraw. All right? She's not going to do any fighting or anything. She's just going to withdraw. Why? Because this process is very important, and it is necessary before union can happen between the two counterparts. Okay? So she'll go into her circle and she'll deal with her emotions at the same time. When she's dealing with her emotions, what's happening to the divine masculine is he feels like he's wrong. He feels like he did something wrong because he can feel that they have a cord that they share, divine masculine and feminine. It's a knot. It's the luminescent sign, okay? Energy flows back and forth through that cord. When you wrap something around it, then it cuts off the oxygen. Okay? Now, as long as you don't wrap anything around it, meaning that the divine masculine or feminine fall in love with someone else, it then becomes a three-cord strand. As long as you don't do that, then there's still an even flow of energy going back and forth. So she hurts. So when she hurts, he can feel it. And he feels guilt. Okay? But it's part of the process. The Six of Pentacles is a very karmic card. I've always seen it as karmic duty, karmic work. And it represents give and take, okay? The have and the have-nots. It also represents what it feels like when the shoe is on the other foot, okay? So, being next to this Nine of Swords, I see the Six of Pentacles as the divine masculine being, even though he's the one that got caught with this outsider, he still has to feel, they're going to share in the energy, the pain, okay, because they are so close to union. That's why the sun is here, because Spirit is trying to say, listen, brighten up. You're very close to the closing. If you look at the sun is whole. It's a circle. So you're very close to making it a full-blown union. So when you get close, when you're going through ascension, what happens is you begin to feel the other person without them even being near you or in the room with you. Okay? So she's in a circle. I mean, she's in hiding, and she's breaking down, and she's judging herself. And when she judges herself, it pulls on a string of the divine masculine, and he feels like he's wrong. Okay? But to answer your question, yes, you will get another chance. You cannot sever this tie. The only way this tie can really be severed is literally if one of you die. That's the only way I've ever seen the tie severed. Okay? But you will get a chance to do it again. Will it happen soon? Probably not. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles represents that it's going to take some time. Because if you notice, on the Knight of Pentacles, I had the Emperor with the not the Empress, the Emperor with the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is Mrs. Untouchable. All right, so this says that she goes back into hiding, which is the same energy that made the divine masculine actually go out and seek pleasure elsewhere. Now, they're in this dance together, and they have to figure out how to get it to work to where they're no longer hurting one another. That's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. Very powerful stuff here. But to answer your question, no, you didn't lose out on your opportunity. The cord is not severed. You are still one. However, you got to cleanse the cord of lust, needing physical pleasure. Because when you get to the point of union, all of the fleshly desires fall off. Okay? And the divine masculine just happens to not be there. It's a lot harder for men than it is for women. A woman can hold herself together and really say no and wait for the divine masculine. But I always tell you that's not what you're supposed to do. The way I know my twin flame is involved with people is because I will automatically start being attracted to other men. Okay? So I know recently that my twin has hooked up with someone. The reason I know this is because I automatically grew a crush on someone that would never get through my walls any other way. Okay, so what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Remember, you have that luminescent. The luminescent goes back and forth. So the liquid inside of that luminescent sign goes back and forth. So if the divine masculine is dating, having sex, hooking up with other people, the divine feminine has to experience the same thing. Okay, the temptation comes back and forth. So if he get tempted, then you can bet your ass she's going to get tempted. Okay, all right. If she's hurting about something, he's going to feel it, depending on how close you are to union. Now, some of you, maybe you're in your first year, you just found out who your twin flame is. You still date other people. You're probably not going to notice when your twin is pulling on your strings. But if your cord is very pure, meaning that you're not dating anyone, he's not dating anyone, you can pretty much, let me tell you something, and this is real shit. Years ago, my twin would go to the gym and work out. Honest to God, this is so true. He still does it right now. I have gotten so small. Now, if you can remember me, I was about 240 pounds last year. I was big as shit. That's the biggest I've ever been in my life. Last year, well, the year before, I was about 200 and something pounds. Soon as my twin hit the gym, I lost all that weight. I'm small shit right now. Okay? He works out, and when he works out, I just automatically lose weight because I'm not going to work out. My back is fucked up, Linda. Listen, I'm not going to lift a weight or nothing. But when he works out, the energy is processed to me, and I lose weight as if I'm the one in the gym working out. And my bones and my muscles hurt as if I was lifting weights. Why is that happening? Well, because we are very close to union. Okay? You didn't make a mistake. You didn't mess up. Just get back on the path of what you need to do. All right? I will see you again tomorrow on the 17th. Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your notification bell. And I'll see you again very soon. Sorry, I was just thinking if I left anything out. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.